I was a drug addict, I was a prostitute, gangbanger, and dope dealer.
Completing the Best Drug Rehabilitation Program, Tiffany MC!
Today for me is an amazing accomplishment. Today I finished something I've started. For the first time in my life, I love the woman in the mirror that I've become. That wasn't always the case for me.
My whole story is when I was 12 years old, I joined a gang and I started to run from school, started to run from life. And I ended up dabbling in drugs, different kind of drugs at first. And then I met heroin, and heroin took over my entire life. Started prostituting at that point. Just really getting into the worst things possible, that you can imagine. Gang banging, drug dealing, things that I wouldn't do in a normal life for normal reasons. It was pain. My mom died. She chased me for 10 years. And she tried to save me because she seen something in myself that I didn't see for myself yet. So today, I don't have to live that way anymore. My breaking point wasn't slinging dope, mutilating people or myself. It wasn't gang banging. It wasn't the prostitution, it was burying my mother.
Shortly after I buried my mother, I came to BDR broken, dazed, and confused, stuck in a world I created and fueled.
I never had structure in my life. I never had anything I gave two seconds for. It was all about me and what I could do and how I could do it, what I could get. Well, for the first time in my life, I actually have dreams. I know who I am. I know that I love the woman that I've become when I look in the mirror. What I liked most about coming here, at first I didn't like coming here. I didn't like the idea of it. When I got here, I tried to run. I actually did leave. And because of a great man that cared more for me than I cared for me, he told me, "Let me help you." And I believed him.
For the reason why, the thrive that got me here, the end of the road of my addiction was my mother passing away. And today she's not able physically to be here. However, she is looking down on me. She's my guardian angel. And when I tell myself I can't, she gives me the strength to do it. And when I hate everything around me, she fills my heart with love. So this last thing, this rose, is for my mother's grave that for the first time since she's been buried that I'm gonna go see tomorrow, sober.
I wanted to say that no matter who you are, what you've been through, or what kind of walks of life you lived, if you get to a point where you can't manage to manage it anymore, then you need help. And you know what? The biggest step you could possibly do in life is to actually take that step. And some people don't get that chance. I'm one of the few lucky ones. I truly am a BDR success story. I live it, I walk it, I apply it, I do everything that is necessary, and I used all the people around me to get to the point that I am at. So I'm grateful for this program. I'm grateful for what's going on, in these walls. It's beautiful. And I actually, for the first time, understand it. So thanks.